Well. Look what freaking happened. Nobody expected a game like that. Nobody expected Tennessee to show up like that. I'm so freaking happy, man. Hound dog. Go Vols, baby. Man, they fought hard. When we needed luck go our way, that's exactly what happened. Every time, our defense, when we come out to play, our defense is the thing that always steps up. Man, our boys won. We have a real great shot at, honestly, getting to 6 wins, getting to a freaking bowl game. That makes 2 top 25 teams that we beat this year. We did step up. Defense stepped up a whole lot. Jordan is a beast. I mean, he was cutting them for yards left and right. G. White says, I told you we could win. 4 of our losses came from highly ranked teams. Exactly. Joseph, it does feel good to win. Knowing that, yeah, we just went out there, even though it was Kentucky, it was the 11th ranked team in the nation. That's something to brag about. Nick Smallwood, I sure hope so, buddy. I sure hope so. Y'all, go like the video. I know it's a lot to ask, but it'll only take a couple seconds, and it'll help this channel grow so much more. If you haven't, go ahead and subscribe. If you go ahead and subscribe, I'll go ahead and shout you out live right now. Ryan Schrick says, because UK has killed Snell over the season. UK isn't the same team. They beat UF in week 2. That beat UF in week 2. You're exactly right, but you can't take anything away from this team. A win's a win. Whether Florida lost against them or not, we're looking at this as, hey, our program is changing. G. Watt says, Ryan Schrick, UK is the same, but Tennessee and Florida aren't. They are better. The East is back. With as much crazy crap that has been going on this year in the East, I would say that the East is definitely back. We may not be where we need to be, but we're back on that road. Ryan, I sure hope so. That would be, that'd be amazing. Nick Smallwood says, if we had this team the way they're playing at the beginning of the season, I believe we would only have 1 loss, but big things in years to come. Of course, buddy. Ryan, as long as we're on the top 25, I don't really care. Man, I'd love to see that. I would love to see that. G. White says, after watching the Mizzou-Vandy game today, Tennessee is going to roll these 2 teams. Man, I didn't get to watch that game, but I will check it out this week. I'm freaking excited because I didn't know what to expect coming into this game. I honestly didn't. But the first drive, I was like, okay, decent. Second drive, I was, okay, we can play a game like this. And from then on, we just kept getting further and further out on them. We stalled out in the third quarter. Thankfully, we got some life back. I'd be so happy to say 7-5, but I'm gonna still say 6-6, just to be on the safe side. Y'all know me. Y'all go like the video, go subscribe to me. Let's see if we can get 500 by Vandy Week. What's up, Steven? Glad to see you back on here, man. Ryan is saying 9-3. Yeah, man. I'll go ahead and let you be mod. I appreciate you coming back. No, you're fine, buddy. Just use it wisely. G. White says, hey, did you see the Nebraska win today? Wouldn't it be cool if they and us made it to a bowl and we played Frost in a bowl game? That would be awesome. That would be, I mean, didn't we play Nebraska in 2016? Thank you, Clorox Bleach. I appreciate you, man. Of course, of course. Paisley, I'm glad that you came here to the channel. I hope you're having a good night. You and your family both. Javen, let's hope so. Let's hope so. Nick Smallwood says, we got the number 16 in recruiting class for next year. Justin Pruitt's first year. That's impressive. I give it next year. Then after that, we will be back on top 10 from there on out. The way it's looking, everything looked like Jeremy Pruitt said it would. He's not lied about anything that he said he would do. None of that. So you have to put faith in the guy. You have to put faith in this team. They pulled a major win out of their butt today. Hound Dog, that's exactly what I was talking about. Hound Dog says, feels amazing to dominate in a huge game with so many recruits in town. Go Vols. Exactly. The game was happening. All I kept thinking about was the recruits that we had in town today. And it's got to look good to them. It has to. We'll see what happens, Javen. Ryan Schrick says UK's offense looked like UF's offense last year. Man, they look terrible. I believe it was the second quarter. They only had 1 yard. 1 yard. 1 yard. You can't ask more from a defense. You cannot ask any more. That's near perfection. G. Watt says, yes, I saw Pruitt finally get on Ty Helton about the lateral pass crap. That killed 3 of our drives. And you're right. He is a great offensive mind. But not everybody, not even his head coach, is going to have the same mindset that he's having. So, I mean, you could tell in the first half, we were setting them up with the lateral plays and everything like that. You need that stuff. I get that. But you can't run too many of them, just like a screen, because they will start teeing off on that crap. Man, I'm so freaking excited. We got to win. We got a win when we needed it. One thing I hope, though, I hope Bryce Thompson is okay, because that was a heck of a play he made. Sled Bear says, go Vols. Go Vols, buddy. Y'all, there's 24 people in here, 11 likes. Please, would you go like the video? I know it takes some time out of your life, but if you just do that, it'd help this channel grow so much more. I appreciate y'all. Immortal one, woo! Bama didn't play too well, if you ask me, Frankenstein. Stacey McDaniel. Them boys are hurting today. Exactly, Vols for life. Well, Vol for life. 2 SEC wins, and they both are in the top 25. Roger Mize, I'm not sure on the hit, but he went up in the air pretty high. I'd say about 7 foot, 8 foot, and fell with no balance on him. So you can imagine. Richard Neal, what's up, buddy? Immortal One says, one more victory, baby, and we're going bowling. Exactly. One more. All we need is one more. We needed this win against Kentucky. And a lot of people said, oh, there's no way in heck you're scoring points against Kentucky. They nearly shut out Florida. Tennessee, I mean, Kentucky is a good team. But they're so wore out from the season that they've had. Frankenstein, thank you so much, buddy. Vol for Life says, where Big Blue Roadshow from earlier, huh? Buddy, he's a YouTuber. He's probably out doing his own thing right now. Hound Dog says, Tennessee is going 7-5, beating 2 ranked teams, winning a bowl game, and signing a top 10 recruiting class. In a perfect world, that would be amazing. We might actually have a shot at that. Let's see how this works. Josh White says, we got to show up with our A game against Missouri and Vandy now. We can't rest on this win too long. Exactly. You celebrate that win tonight, but come Sunday morning, get ready for the new football game. Because, man, how good would it look for Tennessee to go out, beat Missouri, already be bowl eligible, and then play Vandy? Man, 8 wins would be amazing. If you're a Wildcat fan, I'd say you will be licking your wounds right about now. And no disrespect to Kentucky fans, but penalties and sacks is what killed y'all. Other than that, Snell had a good game. Not stellar like Kentucky fans had wished he'd done, but all in all, Kentucky shouldn't be pissed at themselves. We just seen who played harder, who was the better team today, and it was clearly Tennessee. Josh White, I don't know anything about Thompson yet. I guess we'll just have to wait for Jeremy Pruitt's post-game conference. Vol for Life, I'm right there with you, buddy. Roger Mize says, gotta go, love the channel, and go Vols. I appreciate having you, Roger. It's like the 3rd week in a row that you've been here. I appreciate you. Hound Dog says, woo! Go Vols! I'm right there with you. G. White says, I saw crushing sacks from Tennessee tonight. The likes haven't seen in many, many years. Exactly. Darrell Taylor was on one tonight. 4 sacks. 4. Russ, next week is a huge game. We're coming. Well, I would say we're coming there, but it's here in Knoxville. They're going to come in here. against the team that just beat Kentucky, is coming off a pretty good win. Team that stayed with South Carolina. Still don't know what the heck happened to Charlotte. But we have a really good chance to get to a bowl and seeing what happens. Seeing what happens with our recruits. That's what I'm most interested in. Y'all know I like looking up recruiting. With this win, we should get at least a recruit out of this, maybe 2. Frankenstein, I hate that Total's a senior too, man. He hasn't been here very long, but all those injuries. But yes, we do have a lot more studs behind them. Let's hope we can get play from them like we have him. Yes, Darrell Taylor for SEC Player of the Week. That'd be amazing, and he would deserve it with those 4 sacks. Oh, I know Drew Locks brings fire, man. Ryan, I know that. Hopefully is all I can say. Dylan Grady says, remember me? I think I do, buddy. I think I do. I'm not for sure. G. White says, I'll be back, guys. Tuning into the Auburn versus UGA game. Go Vols. Help us on the way. Recruits. Exactly, buddy. Exactly. Vol for Life says, we scored 14 on Charlotte, but who freaking cares? We destroyed Kentucky. That's you summed it up right there. A lot of Tennessee fans aren't going to care about the Charlotte game. They're looking at this Kentucky game and they're saying, wow. Wow. And rightfully so. We looked great against Kentucky. Yep, we did make a lot of mistakes. Let's go ahead and put that out there. But those are minimal mistakes that you can fix. Dylan, I hope so, buddy. Frankenstein, I think Callaway is a junior also. Jennings is a senior, so we'll lose him this year. But hopefully he gets a good NFL deal. Of course, Dylan, you can get a pinch wherever it's at. Go get you one over there on the counter. Man, we've won the freaking game! Woo! Man. 17-0 at halftime, and we didn't look back. Yes, we had some mistakes. Freaking a couple 3-and-outs in the third quarter. But man, did we play good. Double RPG, what's up, man? Ryan, I hope we don't lose Callaway, but if I would go ahead and get ready for the draft. He's a great freaking player. I mean, the first half, a couple seconds to go, I think 13 seconds maybe? And JG throws that pass to Callaway, and my Lord, miracle throw. Glad to hear that, Double RPG. I'm really glad to hear that, buddy. Man. We freaking won. And props to Kentucky fans. Props to them. Y'all, go like the video. Go subscribe to me. Let's try and get me to 400 by next week. I know that's a lot to ask, but you never know what could happen. Ball for life. I don't blame you, man. I was so freaking excited. I was jumping up and down in here. Jordan says, UT looked good this game. Can't wait to laugh at my supervisor this week. He said it would be 31-3 UK. Well, make him eat his crow, buddy. I predicted 24-21. Man, I got one part of it right, but I got the other part wrong. Rub it in their face all you want because Tennessee deserved this win. Flat out. We played way better. But at the same time, give Kentucky props because they could have been in this game. It just didn't go their way today. Jeff, I'm right there with you. Ryan, I watch a little bit of the NFL, not much. I haven't watched any this year. Julian Javier says Tennessee is, well, we don't really care what you think because guess what? Your channel has an orange background. So it makes you look great right there. Green Bay Packers. Man. Yes. Exactly what we needed. If we can get a win against Missouri, we're set. We are set. Man. Finally. A game that looked like we actually played in. Just like the Auburn game. Bonk game. Woo! Frankenstein, that's exactly what I'm saying. Man. This is exactly one of those big wins that you need to solidify a coaching search. 2 top 25 wins in the SEC. That looks great. That looks great for recruits. We ain't chugging no beer. I know it's cold out. I went outside earlier, screaming my head off, and it was pretty freaking cold. Nah, I'm not chugging the beer tonight, y'all. I'm sorry about that. I don't even think I have one. All right, man. Y'all chug one for me then. Ryan says Mullen has 2 top 25 15 wins. Well, 2 top 15 wins, and one of those being a top 5 and is bowl eligible. And your point? Julian, I'm going to go ahead and give you one last warning. Stop. If you want to chat, chat. No, not mulling over Pruitt. No. I think it's the other way around. Bonk gang. We'll see you next time, buddy. I'm glad that you stopped in with us. Glad to see you, man. And go Vols, buddy. Nah, don't ban Julian. But if he keeps repeating himself, then just time him out. Double RPG, what's up, buddy? Timothy, after last week, scoring 14 points, 7 on offense, there wasn't much hope for this game. So I don't know how we did win, but all I can say is we were overlooking last week. And that's what it looks like. That's exactly what it looks like. Frankenstein? Yeah, a lot more. They got blew out in the first half. Held to 1 yard in the second quarter. You can't ask for more. You cannot. I'm excited. USC Junior pulled a UT, but 5 times worse. Timothy says, sorry, been to Tennessee since I was 3. Had no way to watch the game. Just don't know how we won since we couldn't even hang to beat SC. Well, here, I'll explain it to you. First quarter, we don't get a good drive the first drive. We didn't get a good one. So we go back out there after we hold Kentucky to 3 and out or something like that. We finally get a touchdown, get another one. We get one late in the second quarter. Benny Snell was held to no yards in the second quarter. And that was basically the tail of the tape. By the time Kentucky had a score in the third quarter, they made so many mistakes that they shot themselves in the foot. So to me, that's how they won. Ryan, I'm there with you, man. Yeah, Vol for Life, exactly. It was like a bye week, but you still got to practice like it's not. Space Mountain says, Tennessee, Florida need to start taking some of Georgia's recruits to even the East up. Yes, man. Yes, I've been saying this since the beginning of the season. If we want to actually say, hey, we're going to go out here, win an SEC championship, we have to steal their recruits. Oh, I know this is a game. This game's a shootout. I don't think we got an interception right before the half. I think we got them 4 and out. Well, 3 and out, and we just made a hell of a play there at the end with runs and then that pass. Frankenstein says, can someone tell me the guy's name that had the head injury? Bryce Thompson. Bryce. I'm going to go ahead and pick freaking Georgia. Appreciate that. Y'all, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. It's been one crazy night for me. Man, am I glad we won. Congrats to y'all. I'm sorry, Dylan. I'm going to go, buddy. Make it easier for people to watch this where it isn't so long that it can actually be enjoyable to them. I love y'all. God bless y'all. And go Vols, baby! Woo!